Hi guys, a very warm welcome to all of you in our YouTube channel Gurmantra Siksha Kagran, and I am your educator Saranya, and this is our PYQs detailed analysis series session, and today we are going to discuss GATE Biotechnology 2014 question paper. So, in this series we are going to solve past 10-year question papers one by one. Okay, don't worry about the numericals, that will be done in the numerical dose session, which will be after this PYQ session. Okay, it will be after this PYQ session, so you do not have to worry because we have completed some numericals. Totally 6 sessions have been done. Few more sessions I will keep for the numerical so that you guys are really confident about numerical and do well. Do not skip bioprocess. That is one of the most important thing I wanted to say. You don't have to skip it. Okay. First thing is you are not studying bioprocess in detail. That is not really required for GATE. Okay. Second thing, you have to score marks in bioprocess question also, because in bioprocess only numerical type of questions will be asked. If you learn the model questions in bioprocess, that is more than enough. That will be asked repeatedly every year, you can see. Okay, repeated questions of the same model, just different numerical data will be given and you'll have to solve it. That is what we have been doing in numerical dose. It's not too late, guys. Don't give up. Okay, don't give up. It's not too late. There are only 6 sessions and each of the session is not more than 30 minutes. Maximum it is 30 minutes only. It is definitely less than that. Okay, so go through that session, be familiarized with the topic, take a little bit extra effort, because see, you can actually pass the exam, take good ranks even without bioprocess also. But sometimes what happens is questions with this, which is in your known area, okay, questions in your known area or your own topic, which you are very, very familiar with, will also be difficult sometimes and you might go wrong there. It's not necessary that the topic which you definitely know is going to be correct. Okay, sometimes some situations you can take a wrong answer also. In that situation, this kind of numerical will help you. Okay, sometimes from the topic which you studied, maybe an advanced question is asked and you are not able to answer it. That can be solved with the questions like this. So keep bioprocess like a standby. Okay, let it be a standby. Okay, if you know all the questions from your area, all the core areas which you have prepared, also you are able to solve bioprocess. What is wrong in that, right? You will be getting really high rank. Okay, don't ever stop learning that. Okay, don't ever stop it. Okay, what you have to do is go through those 6 sessions. It's just 6 sessions. It's not going to take a lot of time. Yes, I'm going to take more sessions in numericals, but that will be in future, right? We will be doing that in February, so we still have time. You can go through that sessions also later on, but now concentrate on completing whatever videos have been done. Do not skip it. I will never recommend you to skip the bioprocess. We are not doing bioprocess in detail because that is difficult for many people. It is so much of derivations, and yes, so many people find it difficult. That's why I told you in the beginning of the session itself, this course itself, to not skip the bioprocess and study the previous year questions. That is more than enough for you to solve the questions. Okay, because same formula, different question they will be asking you, and you simply have to use the formula and solve the answer. So this is the case with bioprocess. If you're going to skip bioprocess, you will regret it. Okay, you will definitely regret it. So I'm telling you, it's my sincere request, do not skip it. Okay. Alright, so let's go on to today's session. So in this session, totally we'll be having 60 marks, 30 questions. For every correct answer, you will be getting 2 marks, and for every wrong answer, -1 mark. Okay, all you have to do is have your notebook, pen with you so that you can put marks for every question in that. Okay, after the test is over, total the marks and put it in the comment section. Okay. For every question, you will be getting 1 minute time to read, understand, and solve it. Okay, you know the drill, because in the exam also you should be taking maximum of 1 minute to solve a question. Okay, and if it is taking more than 1 minute, maximum you can go for 2 minutes, not more than that. For some questions like numericals, you'll have to calculate, which will take time. For that alone, I'm telling 2 minutes. Okay, if it is going more than that, then you should skip the question, do it at last. Okay, for one particular question, I will not encourage you to waste time for other questions also. Okay, so 1 minute, have a practice of solving questions within 1 minute only. Okay guys, be honest with yourself. This is a very important session. This is a quiz session for you. It's a mock test for you, not a learning session, definitely. Okay, so give it your best shot guys. All the very best for the test. Let's start it. Read the question carefully, slowly, understand it, and answer within 1 minute time. That is the drill. Okay, choose the correct sequence of steps involved in cytoplasm production. So the correct answer for this question is option B, osmotic stabilizer, digestion of cell wall, protoplast viability, and hybrid formation. Okay, we have studied about this hybrid formation. Okay, so B is the correct answer. Next question. Okay, match the antibiotics in the group 1 with the modes of action in group 2. Okay, so correct answer for this question is option B. Okay, so you can see chloramphenicol. What is the function of chloramphenicol? It will inhibit the protein synthesis by acting on 50S ribosome subunit. Okay, chloramphenicol will inhibit the protein synthesis by acting on 50S. Okay, that is important for you to know. Okay, what about tetracycline? Okay, tetracycline will inhibit the protein synthesis by acting on 30S subunit. You have to remember these things. Okay, chloramphenicol and tetracycline both are involved in inhibition of protein synthesis, but chloramphenicol will act on 50S subunit and tetracycline will act on 30S subunit. Okay, next you have rifampicin. Rifampicin is involved in mRNA synthesis inhibition. So it will interfere with RNA polymerase activity. Okay, it will interfere with RNA polymerase activity. Next is quinolone. Okay, quinolone, it will interfere with the DNA replication by inhibiting the DNA gyrase. So these are important. You have to remember this. So note it down. Chloramphenicol will inhibit the protein synthesis by 50s subunit. Tetracycline inhibit protein synthesis by 30s subunit. Then you have rifampicin that will interfere with RNA pol activity. Next you have quinolone that will inhibit the DNA replication by RNA gyrase inhibition. Okay. Next question. Okay, the unit for specific substrate consumption rate in a growing culture is GGH, that is grams per gram into hour. C is the correct answer. So the rate of substrate consumed in order to maintain the cells is proportional to the number of cells or the mass density, and the unit is grams of substrate divided by grams of cells into hour, that is G by G into H. Next question. If the dissociation constant of solute adsorbent binding is Kd, that is dissociation constant means the solute adsorbent. Solute is your sample, adsorbent is the matrix on which it will bind, and its dissociation constant is Kd. Okay, so the retention time of the solute in a chromatography column, very simple, use the common sense. Okay, if the retention time is more, okay, if the retention time is more, it simply means that the binding between the solute and the adsorbent is more. Okay, so the dissociation constant value, that is Kd, will be low. Okay, if the retention time is less, dissociation constant will help in the dissociate. It will tell about the dissociation of solute and adsorbent. If the retention time is less, which means the solute is easily getting dissociated from the adsorbent. Okay, so it will be more. So both are inversely proportional. So the retention time of the solute in a chromatographic column will decrease with increasing Kd, that is B. Next question. Okay, in a batch culture of Penicillium chrysogenum, the maximum penicillin synthesis occurs during the stationary phase because it's a secondary metabolite. So C is the correct answer. Next question. The most plausible explanation for a sudden increase of respiratory quotient of a microbial culture is. So, what is respiratory quotient? It is the amount of carbon dioxide released divided by amount of oxygen consumed. So, increase in respiratory quotient means more carbon dioxide is produced. So, think about a situation when more carbon dioxide will be produced. That will be produced in fermentation. So, C is the correct answer. Which of the following is employed for the repeated use of enzyme in the bioprocess? That is immobilization technique. So your enzyme will be immobilized in a matrix and that can be used again and again. So immobilization can be used for reuse purpose. Next question. Okay, so the question is gram-positive bacteria are generally resistant to complement-mediated lysis because very simple. Gram-positive bacteria will have thick peptidoglycan layer, okay, on its outer surface. Okay, that will prevent the formation of membrane attack complex in the membrane, that is inner membrane. That is why complement mediated lysis does not happen for gram positive bacteria. Next question. Which of the following essential elements required as major supplement to enhance the bioremediation of oil spills by the resident bacteria? So for the bacteria to clear the oil spills using bioremediation process, nitrogen and phosphorus are most important elements. Okay. Next question. Okay, 4 amino or 4 keto group of pyrimidine base is located in the major group of double-stranded DNA. Okay, major group of double-stranded DNA. Next question. Okay, so the products resulting from the hydrolysis of maltose is option A, alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. Okay, next question. Okay, so amino acids residue which is most likely to be found in the interior of water soluble globular protein is a simple logic. If an amino acid is present in the interior of the protein, which means it's hydrophobic in nature, right? So from this option C, valine is the hydrophobic amino acid. Okay, so the 5' end of the mature form of prokaryotic mRNA and tRNAs are option A is the correct answer. A triphosphate group in mRNA and a monophosphate group in tRNA. Okay, next question. So prior exposure of plants to pathogen is known to increase the resistance to future pathogen attack, and this is called as systemic acquired resistance. Okay, next question. Okay, so the reactions between antibodies and antigen that are detected by precipitate formation in an agar gel is referred to as immunodiffusion assay. Okay, immunodiffusion assay. Next question. If you might wonder what is the meaning of immunodiffusion assay, it is simply written in the question itself. In a agarose gel or agar gel, at one end antibody will be placed in a well, and in the other end antigen will be placed. So it will be kept just like that, and the movement of this antigen and antibody at a particular antibody titer, you will be able to see the bands like a precipitate. So that is called as immunodiffusion assay. Okay, so the algorithm for BLAST is based on key tuple analysis. Okay, C is the correct answer. Next question. Okay, so about this question, I'll have to tell you this is a question which we have already solved in the PYQs. Only the wording of the question is different. You should be able to solve this question very easily because this is a repeated question. Just they have modified the question. Even the number of cleavage side, that is 6 bases, is same. The answer is same. The question is same. A little bit modification. That's it. You should be able to answer this immediately. Okay, so the statistical frequency of the occurrence of a particular restriction enzyme cleavage site that is 6 bases long can be estimated to be option D is the correct answer. Next question. Okay, so the reaction leading to the formation of amino acids from TCA cycle intermediates are transamination. Okay, next question. Okay, so the growth medium for mammalian cell contains the serum. One of the major function of the serum is for the stimulation of growth and attachment. However, it must be filter sterilized because it will contain microorganisms and mycoplasma. You'll have to remove them. Okay, so C is the correct answer. Next question. Okay, cholera toxin increases the cyclic AMP levels by modifying the GS alpha protein. Okay, next question. So the plasmid was subjected to restriction digestion using the enzyme EcoR1 and analyzed on the agarose chip. Assuming digestion has worked, okay, so the enzyme was active. Match the identity of the DNA bands shown in the image. Group 1 and group 2 you have to identify. Okay, you have uncut bands and EcoR1 band. Okay, so if it is cut by EcoR1, then it will become linearized from the circular plasmid to linearized. So D will be linear. Okay, that is this particular D. This will be linear. So option S is 4. That is your actual correct answer. You can simply answer this question with just one option. But let's see others also. So see, this band is moving very fast in uncut DNA. You'll have to know in fact that supercoiled DNA is a type of DNA which is highly coiled in nature. It will be highly coiled and it will require very less space. It will move very faster in the gel. It will move very faster because its size will be very small, highly coiled. Okay, so this C will be super coiled. So the C is R. Okay, R is 2. R2. Next you will have band B. Okay, band B is, this one is uncut but this it is nicked because you can see only a little bit, not a full band. This is the full band, this is the full band because you can see the thickness, right? But this is not the full one because it is nicked, which means it has gaps. Okay, next is your option P. Okay, that is your first. These three small are aptamers, or it can also be called as concatamers, which are small sequences. Alright, so A is the correct answer for this question. Next question. Okay, so the match the following photoreceptors and their prosthetic groups and spectral activity. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is option A. Okay, you can see phototropin, it will match with FMN and that will have an absorption of 400 to 500. Next you have cryptochrome which will match with FAD and that will have a absorption again 400 to 500 nanometer. Next you will have phytochrome which will match with this chromobilin has an absorption of 600 to 800. Okay. Next question. Match the following sources, plant sources with the secondary metabolites and the uses. Okay, very simple. Go with the known eucalyptus. Eucalyptus will have like of cooling sensation, and that is because of menthol. Okay, and that will be used for cough. Okay, so S1C, S1D, sorry, S1D. Where can you find that? A is the correct answer. So check for the known in this match the following and go for the unknown. Okay. So first one is belladonna. Belladonna is Atropa belladonna that will be obtained, that will be producing secondary metabolite atropine. Okay, and that is used for eye examination purpose. Next you have foxglove. Okay, foxglove, that is from digitalin, and digitalin has a function in heart disease. Next you have Pacific yew. Okay, that is Taxol, that has a function in the cancer treatment. Next question. Okay, so the answer for this question is option B. The pungent chemicals will be stored away from the enzymes. Okay, it will be stored like an inactive conjugates, compartmentalized from the enzyme. That is separate from the enzyme. That is why when you break the seed, all of the compartment will be removed, and they get to interact with each other, and you get the pungent smell. As long as they are in the separate compartments and inactive in nature, nothing will happen. Next question. For the efficient translation, eubacterial mRNA processes a Shine-Dalgarno sequence for the recognition. Okay, that is by ASD, that is anti-Shine-Dalgarno sequence, complementary one, which is present in the ribosome. So the correct statement is this: this ASD is present in 16S rRNA. Okay, next question. This is a very easy question. You should be able to do it immediately because we have studied all the concepts in this question. Okay, so you have to match the following. Very easy. Go with the no. So GTP is activating protein. Okay, what will it do? It will simply inactivate the G protein. So R1 that is present in option D. That is your correct answer. For others, you guys know it. Okay. P is receptor tyrosine kinase involved in the insulin signaling. Next you have cyclic GMP. Okay, that is for guanylyl cyclase. Next you have nuclear receptor for thyroid hormone. Okay, so you have to do again match the following. Okay, go with the simpler one, IgE. Okay, IgE for parasite protection. So R2 is present in option A alone. So that is your correct answer. Okay, so IgG is for present in highest concentration in the serum. Q, that is IgA, that is in the secretions, external secretions that will be present. Next you have IgM, that will be for the first exposure during the antigen attack. So lysine is being produced in a lab scale reactor by a threonine oxygen. Okay. After 2 weeks of operation, it was observed that the concentration of lysine in the reactor reduced. So microbiological assays from this reactor sample showed that there is no contamination and there is no change in any of the operating conditions. So what is the problem? Why did the lysine decrease in its concentration? Simple, it might have had some kind of mutation. Okay, so the gene producing lysine would have had a mutation. So B is the correct answer. Growth of reverents. Reverents are the mutant form of that particular microorganism. Okay, if a plant is shifted to a cold temperature, which of the following changes would take place in its membrane? Okay, a cell in a cold temperature when it is surviving should not crystallize because of the water content present in it. Okay, so the membrane must be more elastic. It should become more fluid. It should not be freezing and become a rigid. It should be more fluid. For that purpose, unsaturated fatty acids should be more in level. So option A is correct. Next question. Okay, so the active site in the alpha beta barrel structure is usually located in the C terminal of the strand. Okay, so C is the correct answer. That's all, guys. Your quiz and test is over. All you have to do is total your scores, put it in the comment section, and keep revising, keep preparing, and all the best to all of you. If you have any further queries, you can contact us through either mail or call us. Thank you so much, guys, and have a nice day.